G'day everyone, this is Health Highlights. Health Highlights is a show about health, health professionals and the people and the stories behind the names we hear about, but we seldom get to meet. Now today, we are here at a very busy cafe at Organic Feast, and we wanted to take you behind the scenes and talk to one of the amazing chefs here and show you how they prepare some of the food and the tricks that they use. So thank you for joining us, Seth. How are you?
Thank you very much. Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So Seth, what are we going to do? What are you going to prepare for us today?
We're going to make a sushi sandwich here today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So as you start preparing it, what are some of the tricks that you guys use to actually produce some of the, because I know many of us out there find it a bit difficult to prepare some just natural foods. So what are some of the tricks that you use to actually make the food really taste great?
I think starting off, if you don't have much of an idea, using simple recipes and just getting fresh organic food.
Yep.
Simple ingredients, yeah.
So do you find that the organic produce tastes so much better and so therefore is better to eat in terms of when you're cooking?
It does, definitely. I think with the organic fresh food, you don't need to put as much seasoning as much into it because of the natural flavours of it.
Okay, and so how do you use those natural flavours when it comes to the cooking process? Do you cook them in different ways? Do you blanch them, or what would you do to get the flavours out?
I find not cooking things too much, just lightly cooking fruits and vegetables is
Awesome.
probably my favourite way.
Yep.
Yeah.
So good. So what are we doing here? What are you?
So we've just got, it's essentially a sandwich with
Yep.
rice as the bread. So we've got rice on the bottom and the top, and then you can put whatever ingredients you like.
So pretty much this is just fresh organic produce that
It
you've
is.
just chopped up, ready to go.
Yep,
It's pretty straightforward, isn't it?
it is really simple.
Yeah, yeah. And so is that organic salmon that you're using there?
It is, yeah.
Yep.
It's organic line caught.
Yep. And so how have you marinated that in some sort of juices or?
It comes marinated. We buy it already marinated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. How easy. Well, that is certainly a very quick and easy way of making some lunch.
Great for the kids as well.
Absolutely.
Here's one.
And look, this is the one you prepared earlier. Look at that. That is fantastic. And so also there was another, it looked like a pie that I saw just before, but it actually isn't a pie. Can you just tell us, because this looks absolutely phenomenal. What have we got here?
This is we call it a super green vegetable tart.
Yes?
It's got a raw seed base with different seeds and spices in it, and then just fresh greens, avocado and some seasoning. Yeah, it's
Wonderful.
really fresh and delicious.
Oh, absolutely. It looks amazing. I've never seen anything like it. So with this base, so how are you making that base?
It's just the seeds, all the different seeds blended up with some sun-dried tomatoes to bind it together, and then lightly baked or dehydrated.
Right. And so how long would you would you bake it for what, a couple of minutes?
Yeah,
20 minutes?
it's like if you want to do it completely raw, you put it in the dehydrator for an hour or two, but you can bake it for 10 or 15 minutes just to dry it out.
So what would be the difference between, say, baking compared to dehydrating? Is there a difference in the flavour?
I think you lose a small amount of nutrients in baking.
Yep.
So if you want to keep them, dehydrating is probably better.
Okay. And what about the taste? Is there any differentiation in the taste in that instance?
I think you're going to get much of a different in taste.
You
No,
don't?
it's just,
Okay.
yeah.
And then so all of this greenery around here, obviously that is just, there's nothing that you've done to that. How do you bind it together to keep it on
It's bound with a little bit of chia seeds and some lemon juice.
Wow.
Yeah.
So basically just mix it all up,
Mix it all
have a really
together.
nice base, then chuck it all in there
That's
and
it.
voila.
Really simple.
That is amazing. And that looks just so tasty. So wonderful. So can you tell us a little bit, like what are some of the tricks that we can use around some of this produce to help some of us want to be cooks out there to actually use really fresh produce to actually put together some food?
I think some kind of fruits and vegetables for smoothies and smoothie bowls, if you freeze them, that's a good way to keep the nutrient in and keep it fresh for longer.
Okay. Yeah. And how do you use the frozen food then to actually make something?
Well, a lot of frozen fruit is great for smoothies, just blended with some, water or different fruit, and yeah.
And I'm sure that absolutely, and I'm sure that freezing it actually allows you to keep it for longer as well.
Exactly, yeah.
And so therefore you can have it in the fridge and ready to go whenever you need to.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. Well, look, thank you so much for giving us a snapshot of what you do. Look, that food looks absolutely amazing. So I am sure you guys are very interested in what you've just seen, and you can have a crack at that at home. So thank you, Seth. I really
No worries.
appreciate your
Thanks
time.
a lot.
Good on
Cheers.
you, mate. Cheers. Thank you, everyone. Have a fabulous week. We'll see you at the same time next week, 12:30. Remember, healing is a gift, health a responsibility. See you later.